Today is 955th day I come here to lessons to learn. I'm learning. I hope this will support your dreams, your goals, allow you to become the person that you want to become. Today I speak about spiritual health. Spiritual health. I think a lot of times people are not feeling fulfilled, not feeling that they are doing something great with their lives is a lot of times because we do not focus on spiritual health. We maybe read books, maybe attend some kind of seminars, but we are always lacking something. And I think that sometimes it's just understanding how is that well-being, how that we're able to connect to that purpose, that meaning and calling, the determination of our lives. Because spiritual health is our faith in something that's really far beyond ourselves. Because I truly believe in life there is much more important things just having ourselves. What to be able to with our lives, that is the meaning of our lives. And every single person are able to find different ways to add value to people. So today we'll focus exactly how we're supposed to focus on spiritual health. Now, the key aspects of spiritual health is really understanding the purpose and meaning of your life, of your actions, having that commitment, determination, calling, whatever you call it, but having that purpose, the meaning of your life is very important, and that is spiritual health. Second thing is that connection with people, connection with yourself, connection with the higher power or your faith or God. Connection is very, very important because life is about relationships. And connection, of course, is part of that meaningful life. Third is transcendence. That means that understanding that you are on earth. But I think that I truly believe that we are spiritual beings. So that means we have spirits that are in our bodies. And that means that we are able to really go beyond this body. And there is much more important things than our vessel that we are given on this earth. And when you understand there is so much more vibrations, universe, faith, all those things are great to consider when you think about the meaning of life. Number 4 is values and ethics beliefs. So that means that when you think about spiritual part of our lives, we need to understand, what kind of values do you live by? It's very hard to live your life when you do not know what you base your decisions on or for, because values is your compass. Values is your compass. Values are our compass. So that means when you want to make a decision, you say, what my values is telling me to do? Because when you have those values that you really live by, it's very easy to make decisions because this is my most important value and I need to live my life in alignment with my values, and will make a decision that aligns with my values rather than really trying to figure out which decision I'm supposed to make. And last thing that I want to mention about spiritual health is that having that ability to have inner peace. That you're able to be no matter where you are, in amazing days, in worst days, terrible days, and you're able to be totally calm and peaceful and joyful and content no matter what's going on in your life. I think that is one of the highest level of spiritual health, when you have that ability to really go through stuff, but have that inner peace, that calmness, that content, that no matter what will come into your life, you know that everything will be okay. Everything will be okay because you know that that's part of life. I think that one of the beautiful parts is about faith and God. And that question, what God truly wants for me? What God truly wants for me? And the question is that it's quite easy to answer. Everyone knows that God loves you. God loves every single person. So if he loves you with all his heart, with all his being, that means that what he wants is the best for you. The best for you. So it means if he wants the best for you, that means that sometimes we understand that we want one thing, but we need other thing. We want one thing, but we need other thing. So when someone loves you, he will not give you what you want. He will give you what you need. So a lot of times we do not understand yet. We do not have the awareness what we need, and when we're getting something, we feel disappointed. But after a while, that's exactly what they needed. A lot of times, after a while, after the lesson is learned, we understood that all the things that we went through, that's what we needed. And especially a lot of times, people say, like rich is very bad. That is satanic, and we need to be like poor because we believe in faith, we believe in goodness. But that's not true. When God loves you, He wants the best for you. When God loves you, He wants the best for you. So if He wants the best for you, what that means? That means even the richness, even the wealth is for you. That means that we're not supposed to deny wealth. We say that this is coming, everything comes from God. Even wealth comes from God. So we need to accept that and be a river, not reservoir. We need to be a river, not reservoir. Because God gives more for people who give and serve people. I always see that people who serve the most, they get developed the most. Not being afraid and not self-sabotage your wealth because you think that this is not for you. And I think that the spiritual health shows that you're willing to accept things that potentially you don't feel that you're deserving yet. Because it's a beautiful part when you say that I am a spiritual being and I'm able to accept everything that comes into my way. So when I think about really how to improve spiritual health, that is again one of the most important questions that we need to ask ourselves. So number one, we need to really on constant basis really reflect. So self-reflection and meditation. So that means that we really need to really have those practices and able to really journal, reflect, think it through. And those are important. Of course, we're not able to overdo that. But self-reflection is very, very essential to understand where you are in this journey, understanding your values, understanding everything in your life to make sure that you're able to improve. Number two is nature and connection. So that means that we're able to really go and spend some time in nature, feel connected not just with ourselves, but with nature. I think that everything what was created is part of being, and that being able to really connect with nature and be calm and be present. The most important part is present. Because when you are able to be fully spiritual health, you're able to be present. You're able to really enjoy this moment, looking to beautiful river, looking at a beautiful sky, looking into flower, looking at the leaves moving, listening to the sounds that's coming, and really enjoying that moment. That shows that you're able to be spiritual healthy. Number three is gratitude practice. This is hands down one of the most important practices in life, gratitude practice. So it means that you're able to really say thank you for all the things, for the air that you're breathing, for the legs that you have, for the arms that you have, for the family that you have, for the connections you have, for the relations you have, for the joy that you have, the content that you have, like everything that you're able to really give thanks for. Because I love saying that when you come on earth, you didn't have anything. Nothing. You came with nothing. So everything what you gained was is profit. Profit in energy, profit in money, profit in wealth. Everything what you gain is pure profit. It doesn't matter how much you have, it's still pure profit. And I think that we need to be acknowledging that and be grateful for that, and we need to really have that gratitude practice, understand how blessed we are in every single day, even though that we're going through stuff. Number four is community and relationships. You're not able to be spiritually healthy being alone. You're not able to be spiritually healthy being alone. I truly believe that you're able to be alone for a short term, but at the end of the day, we're not supposed to be alone for a long term. So be able to reflect, but be able to reflect on how we're able to be better for other people. How we're able to be better for other people. So that means that when we are alone, we need to really reflect how we're able to be better and how we're able to serve a better community and relation that we have. I truly believe that we are here on earth to serve. And serving is one of the callings and purpose that every single person needs to understand. Because, I don't know, like for me, it's always when I'm serving, when I'm adding value, when I'm working very hard for someone else's benefit, that's when I feel the most alive. And I think that that's exactly shows that when you really want to feel alive, it's the best time to really develop yourself to serve other people. And that is community and relationships. Number five in spiritual health is really study and learning. Study and learning. Study your faith, study yourself, study new things in life, just to understand more, move faster. At the same time, as I said, that when you're able to really be better, wiser, stronger, more knowledgeable, you're able to add value to people, and able to serve people even better than before. It's a very powerful thing. Number 6 is creative expression. So what are your creative expression? What is my creative expression? Like sports, art, like just every single person has hobbies, obsessions that they want to express themselves. And we need to find those and really develop those because we need to create those. Because I think that I love this thing that sometimes we need to find those and sometimes we need to build those, create those. Because you don't need to find them, you need to develop them. So that means that when you want to express yourself, maybe you don't look for it. You always try something new, but you always develop something no matter what. If you do not find very fast, just develop it and create something that you have right now. Number 7 is mindful living. That means that we're able to really practice living right now, living presently, not thinking about the past, reflect on the past, but leave the past, not living in the future, live it right now. So what I'm able to do right now to make us put ourselves in the best position possible to achieve the vision for yourself. Because I know that a lot of times we live in the future, we think that the future will come, but we do not ask, what do I do right now, today, to achieve that vision? Because it will wait and wait and wait. That future will never come. And of course, we will think about the past, all the mistakes we did. The future will never come as well because we stuck in the past. So being able to live mindfully is allowing you to really be more spiritually healthy. Number 8 is seek guidance. Now, people have fitness coaches. People have some kind of trainers in education. They have teachers, professors. I think that every single person needs to have a kind of spiritual mentor, spiritual teacher, spiritual father as well, because we need to develop that. We need to understand that. We need to develop that faith that we understand how to connect with ourselves to the highest level. Number 9 is have some kind of practices. Some of the practices that could be physical practices, that could be other practices to make sure that you're able to be more spiritual. That could be in meditation, prayer, like all those practices that could allow you to connect with yourself. Because we need to spend some time to really meditate, pray, exercise, to be able to really, what is your meditation? Because everyone has a little bit different meditation. Sometimes it's running a meditation. That you're able to reflect, run and reflect, run and think through things. So moving and thinking through things, this could be one of the things that have that activity, that practice that really allows you to connect with yourself much better. The last thing that about spiritual health I would love to mention is act of kindness. Act of kindness. I think that we become much more spiritual when we really give. Giving is one of the most spiritual things that we can do. Serving other people. Giving, be generous with our time, energy, other resources, money. Because sometimes even a kind word, going in and being able to be present. Because when you're able to be present, what happens? You're able to see other people. When you're able to be present, you're able to see other people. When you see other people, you're able to say or write things for them to elevate their day. Because when you see that there is a person who is working for the first day in their life, in their career, in their job, and they have bad days so far, and some people, maybe some customers, were very, very rude, and they have a terrible day, and you being able to come in and say uplifting, empowering words that they could uplift their day is very important. And this is act of kindness. You don't need to have a lot of money. You don't need to have a lot of things. Just being able to see the world, to see people where they are, I think that is one of the kindest things that you're able to do, to have enough kindness to really see people and say the words that is genuine words to uplift, encourage, empower people. And I think that it doesn't cost much, just a little bit of intention to really look for ways how to empower people on every single day. And I think that spiritual health is very important, and we need to really look into every single day to develop that. It might be that reading a Bible, maybe reading your faith book, maybe really meditation, prayer, but I think that we need to develop some kind of practice, because I think every single person has a different way to connect with inner peace. But I truly believe that spiritual health is a lot of times neglected, and because of that, we do not have that purpose or meaning in life. I didn't have that as well for a long, long time, and I think that was missing. And I found a way. I start to see that it doesn't matter what you're going through, even though that you might be sad, you might be disappointed, it might be that you don't feel at the best, but you have that content, you have that meaning, you have that purpose, and you know that this is just the season of your life, and after this season, because you're taking actions, the future will come and will be much more beautiful. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.